So the first thing we're going to make are vampire red velvet cupcakes, and just to make this simple I used a kit, but you can of course make them from scratch. I just thought for this video it would be really quick for me just to make them from a kit, and all I needed was egg, water and butter. So after preheating the oven, I'm just going to go ahead and make the cake batter, and you want this to be nice and smooth without any lumps in it. All that I had to add was 1 egg and then some water, which I added bit by bit until I got the right consistency of cake, and then I just whisked this together until it was nice and smooth. So after making sure all of this is smooth, you just want to put them into the cake cases. Don't worry if you do make any spillages, because you can wipe them up before baking, because otherwise you'll just get it burnt onto the pan. So here they are finished, and I've cleaned around the sides, and then they're going into the oven for around 12 to 15 minutes until when you put a knife in them and the knife comes out clean, that's when you know that they are ready. So after you've taken them out of the oven, you want to let them cool down, and I'm going to go ahead and make the buttercream, which is made by butter, icing sugar, and I put in a little bit of vanilla flavouring as well. And you want to just beat this together until it's nice and thick, but it won't fall apart and it's not too watery. Then I'm just equally putting this buttercream all over the cakes and making it into a peak shape. So after that's done, you're going to want to take your red food colouring, and this is the tricky bit because you want it to look good, and I actually made it go wrong a few times, but I managed to fix it. So I'm just filling the lid up with the colouring and dipping my finger in, and then making 2 red dots just to look like where the vampire has bitten someone's neck. So I'm then going over and just putting more and more colouring until it trickles down and looks like blood on someone's neck for the vampire effect, and then after this you are done. Now moving on to the healthiest option, which is banana ghosts and little orange pumpkins. Firstly we're starting off with the bananas, and I'm just peeling one of them before cutting them in half, and you can of course use as many as you'd like, but generally 1 banana is enough for 1 to 2 people depending on how many snacks they want to eat. Make sure to be careful if it's a sharp knife, of course, and keep any fingers away from it so you don't hurt yourself. So I'm just cutting it in half like you see, then taking some small chocolate chips and placing 2 in for eyes and 1 in for a mouth. I think these look really cute, but I actually ended up changing them and taking out the eyes and replacing them with something different. So I looked in my cupboards and I found these tiny sprinkles that are actually made out of fudge. I'll show you guys in a second. Here they are. And I just thought they looked so much better than all the chocolate. So this is what the final ones look like, the banana ghosts. For the pumpkin oranges, all you need to do is take an orange. Here's a satsuma I'm using, so it's a tiny bit smaller, a bit more bite size, and I'm just peeling it and then taking off all of the white stuff so it's a bit cleaner. Then you want to take some celery, and I've got a really small piece here which is no taller than the orange at all, and then I'm just cutting a very thin strip down it to make the top of the pumpkin. I really love this snack, and it looks really great with the little bananas, and for this Halloween season it's great for a healthy little snack if you don't want to make anything too unhealthy for a party. Then we're going to make the Sleeping Mummy pizza bites, and for this I'm taking some wholemeal baguette, which is part baked, and then I'm just cutting it up into thin slices. And with this you do want to be careful again because the knife is very sharp, and you can also use something different, maybe like English muffins, but I just thought this way that you could get a lot more out of 1 baguette. So after this I'm just laying them out on a baking tray. So using some tomato passata, I'm just putting this all over the bread, and you can also use a tomato puree if you find that easier, but this is what I just found in the cupboard. So after putting that all over, you want to make sure it's evenly distributed, and I'm taking some cheese strings, which I'll show you guys in a second, and just putting this across as bandages for the mummy. And I only ended up using about 2 cheese strings for the whole tray, so you don't have to use a lot. And after it's done, I will show you guys what it looks like. So this is what it looks like before you put it in the oven, and you want to cook this for about 7 to 8 minutes until the cheese is melted. This is the final product of the mummies, and then I went on to add some chorizo slices which I cut in half to make them look like they were sleeping, but you can also add something like olives if you want to make them look more awake. But this is the final pizza bites. I hope you guys have enjoyed. So here's just a quick overview of all the things that we've made today, and I really hope you guys try this out for Halloween, and if you do, then send me a picture on Instagram or leave it as a video response. So apart from that, I will see you guys in my next video. Like I usually say, if you've got any suggestions for me, then leave them down below. Please like and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys later. Bye.